It is 9:23 and now a Fox 35 health alert that might make you want to change the way you eat, what you eat, and also how you store your food. You've heard the warnings about BPA in baby bottles, but a new study found it in a lot of other household items that could be harming your health. Right now, Dr. Colbert is with us here to talk about the health concerns connected to BPA and actually a new study that says it's easier than you think to get it out of your life. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's first talk, what is BPA and what does it do to us?
Well, it's a chemical that's made, that's how plastic is made, like that hard plastic polycarbonate that we see those 5-gallon water jugs. That's BPA, as well as the epoxy resin that lines most all cans and all sodas. And what happens is that epoxy resin leaches into the food. And what we now know is that BPA, or bisphenol A, is a synthetic estrogen. It's an endocrine disruptor that can literally disrupt all the sex hormones in the body, and it can interfere with the production and the function of these sex hormones, which in turn opens the door for all kinds of problems like premature or just puberty at an earlier age, as well as infertility, as possible breast cancer links, heart disease, diabetes, as well as erectile dysfunction in men. But in children and infants and fetuses, it's even greater. They say that it's even linked possibly to brain disorders, memory problems, behavioral problems, and prostate problems.
Which is scary to think about, and I know at home I've tried to switch from using plastic cups to glasses and getting rid of all the things I store in my fridge that were plastic and went to glass too. But I also use green beans, black beans, all these things out of cans, which I didn't realize had these liners, and it's seeping into your food. So even though I've made that switch, I'm just eating the plastic now.
Right. What's interesting is here's healthy foods, green beans and like vegetable soup and like chicken noodle soup. You think these are healthy, yet a study on the green beans found as high as 191 parts per billion in a serving of green beans.
Which is scary.
That's very scary. And what the study is exciting, because the study came out, the Breast Cancer Fund did a study, it had 5 families. They switched them over from all canned goods to all fresh foods, fruits, vegetables, meats, things like that, all organic, for 3 days. In 3 days, they found that the average amount of BPA, or bisphenol A, decreased by 60%.
Which I found shocking, because I thought once you had it in your system, it'd be something that would take forever to get rid of. But literally just a few days of switching your diet, but just as quickly they went back when they ate those canned foods again, right?
Absolutely. After 3 days, when they went back to the regular diet, it came right back to the original levels. Now, what's interesting is they've checked the urine of adults and children. 95% of adults, 93% of children have these BPAs in their urine. But it's easy to get rid of these, see? Again, all we have to do is limit or avoid these canned foods, switch over to fresh fruits, fresh vegetables and meats and things like that, not in cans.
Yeah.
Also, people don't realize that when they microwave in plastic, it releases those BPAs, as well as storage containers. Just using glass and stainless steel storage containers, because anything acidic will leach that out. And then coffee makers. Most coffee makers have that water storage bin that's polycarbonate, as well as the tubing.
You don't even think about.
Exactly. The tubing is phthalates, which is as toxic or more toxic as BPAs. And so when you heat it up, that's when you release those plasticizers. Or when you put it in the dishwasher, you release them. Or when you put hot coffee or hot soups in that polycarbonate container, you're releasing those plasticizers that's interfering with our hormones.
It is great information. Hopefully people can use this in their daily lives. Dr. Colbert, thanks so much for coming in. An easy switch.